This conference will now be recorded.
So we have different concepts in the interface: RFC, BAPI, web services, ALA docs, and HTTP services with JSON format and more data. But in any project case, interfaces are very important. We not only have only one single system, but in any large scale projects, we are going to integrate the data between different systems. We will be having different systems, and if you want to integrate the data, we use these concepts. And if you want to integrate the data between different systems, you must have an RFC destination. The connection is very important. Without the connection, you cannot do any integration. The RFC destination will be created in the SM59 transaction code, and the without the SM59, you cannot connect between the different systems. And RFC function models we have seen SE37. The second radio button, the type is the RFC enabled function module. And we have seen the RFC enabled function module. It is used to integrate the data between SAP to SAP and also SAP to the non-SAP systems. And suppose if you want to integrate, we must have an RFC destination, and the transaction code is SN59. And suppose there is an RFC function module. If you want to call the RFC function module, call function same, the function module name, but in the addition you need to provide a destination, the RFC destination you need to provide it. And also all parameters of an RFC function module should be passed by reference. No, passed by value. Passed by reference are not allowed. So this is the RFC. And also if you want to expose your RFC as a web service, we go to the utilities, more utilities, and expose as a web service. And this is the web services, and you must generate a service definition, and you need to take the URL, and that URL we are going to test. So that's an RFC destination. And next one is the business application programming interfaces. BAPI is very important. So we use the BAPIs for the get and post operations. Okay, if you want to fetch the data, also there is a standard BAPI available, and if you want to post the data, there is a standard BAPIs available. And how do you find out the BAPIs? The transaction code is the BAPI, and you need to go to the particular module. Suppose if there is a sales and distribution, you need to go to the sales and distribution. You need to expand the sales and distribution. You are going to get sales, billing, quotation, like that. So from there you can find out the BAPIs. And so we have seen the important BAPIs, quotation. So you can explore this case whenever you go for interviews, what kind of BAPIs you have used. So this is the BAPIs which we have used. So quotation, BAPI quotation, create from data, sales order, BAPI sales order, create from data too, and get. Suppose if you want to get the sales orders, no need to write a select statement, just call the function module, BAPI sales order get list, and you are going to get all the sales orders. And suppose if you want to get the status of any sales order, we can use this BAPI. Suppose if you want to test the order, we can use the simulate BAPI. And billing side, we have different kind of BAPIs. And also we have used this BAPI, is billing BAPI we have used. Maybe this is not useful much. And RV invoice create. So we have created the invoices from the delivery, right? So this is the function model which we have used. And also billing document list. Anna, hello. వస్తున్నాను. ఆ, లేదు వస్తున్నాం, వస్తాం అందరూ. So we have used billing document create, but we have used RV invoice create from the delivery. And also outbound delivery. This is the outbound delivery, and this is the shipment create BAPIs. And also side. And suppose if you want to create a PO purchase order, to PO create one, PO change. Okay, definitely somewhere some companies we have SD use module. Some companies purchase as a use module. Okay, if you go to the manufacturing companies, you see a lot of purchasing concept, purchase order related stuff is. So if that is the case, these are the BAPIs which we need to use, the and purchasing side. And customer master, we have seen the customer master BAPIs. And also, so next thing is the transact the we have used the sales order created from the data BAPI, but whenever you use a BAPI as a post operation, you must use a commit work to update the data in the database. So always you need to use a BAPI transaction commit. But whenever you want to use a BAPI, before you need to manually test the BAPI first. Okay, whether that BAPI is working or not, and what kind of parameters we need to pass it and all. But at that time, so if you want to test, you need to perform in a commit work. So you cannot write in a commit work. So because it's in a standard function module. So in that case, you need to call the one more function module, BAPI transaction commit work. So if you want to test manually, you need to execute these two function modules in the sequence. There is an option. So multiple function module in a single call, you can test it. Go to the execute and the test sequences. There you need to provide a two function models. You need to test it. So what is the difference between commit work and BAPI transaction commit? So if you want to test BAPI independently for the post operation, we must do the commit work. But direct commit work is not possible. We cannot write it. So we can test the function module with sequence of the BAPI transaction commit work. And also very important, how do we handle the errors in BAPI? So you posted the transaction with a function model, and every BAPI will have a BAPI returns parameter space. Okay, this BAPI return is a returning parameter. Always the success, warning, error messages, everything will store in this return parameter. So first to read with the error record. If any single error, that means you need to consider it as a single error record. And if there is no error record found, that means it's a success record. So always first read the error record. If there is no error, it's a success. If it is a success, then we need to write a BAPI transaction commit work. So that's a handling of the errors in the BAPI. And now the one more thing is, so I have a custom fields. Let's take an example of uh, so SE10. Maybe we'll go for the interfaces, transport for the interfaces, and we created some program to upload the sales orders. So BAPI sales order upload. This is the program which we have used to upload the sales orders actually. So in this, we have uploaded the data from the file, and the data is stored in the internal table. And we are looking the internal table, and we are filling the required attributes and in the required interfacing parameters. Simple as BAPI is a function model. Whatever the parameters we have, that we need to fill it. That's it. Okay, we have filled it, and everything, the success error messages will come into the GT underscore return. And we are reading the C, we are handling the errors in the GT underscore return with reading by type error. So if it is an error, we need to write an error message log, but I didn't do that. But if not equal to 0, that means it's a success record. So in that case, we have used BAPI transaction commit work. So yeah, we have handled that else condition. We have handled it's an error record. And if you want to prepare a message, you need to use a format underscore message. Right? So we modified that error status codes and all. And also we have used the class factory class CL underscore SALV factory to provide to display the data in the ALV output. Simple 2 steps by using factory ALV. And here my case is, so in this BAPI, here we are handling all standard fields. So these are all standard fields, right? So all these are standard fields. But in VBAC, I have added some fields, custom fields, C11, and go to the VBAC and display. So if you go to the last always, you will see the custom fields. So here you can see the lot of fields. Yeah, see order source, revenue channel, sales representative number, transportation mode. Okay, there are a lot of custom fields which we have, but this BAPI we cannot inject. VBAC means it's in a header. Normally, we are going to do. We are going to. Where is the? So if you go to the BAPI, in this BAPI, see importing. Importing is an header record. VBAC is an header data. So do you see the custom fields in the header? No custom fields available. But I need to update the custom fields by using this BAPI, because how can you update this? So while posting the data, even in my Excel file, I have these fields. Okay, in my Excel, I have my custom fields. See, revenue channel, payment channel, code, sales rep, name, discount. I need to update these fields as well. So for this, SAP has given a provision in the BAPI. The concept we call it as the BAPI extension space. So every BAPI you see the extensions. See extension in and extension IX. So in means you need to pass the data. X means you need to pass the updated field. What is the field? You need to update it. So this is what you need to use. Extensions we have to use. So what is the exact the BAPI extensions? So BAPI extensions are used to update the custom fields by using BAPI. We have two parameters always. One is the extension and extension EX. Okay, extension XR, extension EX, extension EX. Every BAPI you see the post operations, definitely you are going to see these two attributes. Okay, so what exactly the extension in and extension X? So if you go to the function model documentation, you are going to see them. So go to the function model documentation. They are going to give detailed information about extension in and see. So here you can use this parameter to transfer the user specific enhancements. So the custom fields means you did some enhancement to the standard table. So you have added a custom fields. Customer has to complete the extension structure, and so we have to update the custom fields case. So in this, whatever the maybe if you have any custom fields in VBAP, or you have any custom fields in VBKD, anything, you have custom fields in VBAP, or whether it is in a VBEP, and if there is a custom fields in these structures, so they have given a steps here. See, so here you can see there is a one structure BAP underscore VBAC case. So you need to extend these structures. So suppose you have a custom fields in VBAC, you must extend all the custom fields in all these structures. Four structures you need to extend it. Okay, you need to do an append structure. You need to include them over here. Guys. So uh, then you need to write in a data logic here. See, if you see here, first we need to BAPI, not this. Hmm. See, VBAC is also there. Where is the BAP VBAC? Maybe they have given some example like this case. Okay, so example is fill the extension in. Suppose let's take an example of BAP VBAC guys. So there is a BAP VBAC. So you need to use BAP VBAC. We'll write the code later. So you need to use this example, and we have to fill it out the BAP structures. Okay, maybe we'll take this. So this for your reference, but so first we will do that um, four extensions with required fields. Okay, go to the structures one by one. So we'll go to the structure, VBAC structures. What are the VBAC? See here you can see VBAC KOZ first. Go to the VBAC KOZ and display. And already some fields are there, guys, but already someone extended this. Okay, so do we have any unextended fields? Let's see, back. So sales rep, huh? Yeah, someone has already appended this. Revenue channel, payment channel, quotation ID, sales rep name, discount. So maybe we can say you need to use an append structure. You need to include. So first you need to add the custom fields in this structure, and the second structure is VBAC KOZX. This is for the ZX. So you need to tell to the system which field you need to update it. So here you can see the fields are extended in the structure, and the next structure is BAPE underscore VBAC, and the next structure is BAPE underscore VBAC structure BAPE underscore VBAC display. And you see the custom fields which are added. How do you add the custom fields to the standard fields? By using append structure. So we have this append structure. So everything is enhanced. So after this, we need to pass the values, and maybe we'll do that, guys. So maybe I will extend my file with the required fields. Maybe we'll go to the revenue channel first, revenue channel, and what all the revenue channel we have. So double click here, and maybe this order is coming from online. That means I is the value. Okay, internet. Okay. Next one is payment channel. Double click value. Maybe online by using net banking. Next one is the N. And so there is some quotation, guys. This is coming from SFDC some 001, and sales rep. Some sales rep is Navin. No, it's given a number, guys. Personal number, one number, 1000. Name is some example Navin, and also we have some kind of discounts. So sales rep name discount. Maybe we apply the discounts of 10%, and order source everything same, but we have given different thing. So we are using some values case. These are custom fields, right? Revenue channel, payment channel, code, sales rep, name, discount. These are all custom fields, not in a standard fields. So maybe we take Control C and Control V. This is the second order. The code is SFDC 002. So these are the two records. Until here, it's in a standard fields. But from here to here, it's in a custom fields. But how do you upload these custom fields into the SAP? So we'll go to the program back. First, you need to declare BAP, VBAC, and VBAC structures. Okay. First, declare steps. Okay. First step is declare data objects wave underscore VBAC and wave underscore VBAC access structures. Suppose if you want to add in the items, suppose there is a custom fields in the items case. So in that case, it's in a babe underscore VBAC and babe underscore VBAC X like this. Suppose if you want to add in the fields in VBKD table, you need to create a data objects for the babe underscore VBKD. Example, okay, babe underscore VBKD X. Like this, you need to declare the objects. So I'm going to declare them now. So maybe ls underscore um, that ls underscore babe underscore that, which is a type of babe underscore that. This is a standard structure. And ls local ls gs, it's in a global. I can say it's in a gs and gs underscore babe underscore webpack x, which is in a type of babe underscore webpack x. Okay, this is the first step. Second step is you need to fill the data and fill the data for the BAPI extension with custom fields. So we need to fill the data. Now ls underscore babe underscore webpack hyphen to the yes. gs underscore to the control space. What is the fields we have? One is the revenue channel, ZZ revenue channel, and which is equal to the, which is there in the, whatever the fields we have, that should be there in the input as well, right? So it's in a common, actually that's in a common. So in the file you must be having those fields, guys. So maybe I will include over here always, guys. The status and status code will be in the final. Okay, after the plant, see, this is the plant. So after the plant you need to have a revenue channel. So maybe what is the fields we have? ZZ uh, ZZ revenue channel, and which is a type of uh, car one. This is a car one only. C is in a car one by default, right? And the next one is payment channel, which is a type C, and also we have quote ID one now. Oh, sorry guys, you should, sorry, you should go to the BAPE underscore VBAC, not VBAC X. Yeah, I'm looking at VBAC X. See, ZZ revenue channel and type of data element. You can take the data element. Sorry, type of data element. That is in a different case. And next one is payment channel. This is the data element. You can take the data element as a reference. Data element. And next one is quote ID. Payment channel quote ID. Quote ID, and which is a type of quote ID. Next one is control I, sales rep name discount controls. And next one is which is this is a type of sales rep number. Next, which is a type of name one, which is a type of discount capital C, and the 10 is the size. Okay, should be having it. So with required fields, what are the fields we have in the file? So with the required fields, we have created an internal table. But these two additions are, one is the error code and error description. This is for the output purpose. Okay. And file reading purpose, until here the file reading data until here. Okay. So now whenever you upload the file data, that data will be available here, and we are looping it the file data, and the fields are available in the GSM file. So fill those fields from the GS underscore file hyphen ZZ. One is the revenue channel, and next one is the fill the custom fields first. Controls. Control. This is the data list. The data, whatever the data which is coming from the file, that we are doing here. The payment channel. Here is the payment channel. Huh? Payment channel field is that payment channel. Payment channel, not JP. The payment channel. Next one is the ZZ payment quota, quote ID. Next one is quote ID. Next one is sales rep. Sales rep. Next one is ZZ sales rep. And also next one is sales rep name. Sales rep name. Sales rep name. And also discounts. ZZ discounts. Okay, first we fill the data, and this data actually first after you fill this, okay, so we need to fill, then we need to declare after you fill it even what fields you are updating, that also important is. So that is an X, you need to pass an X. This is an X structure, X structure. This is an X structure. So these fields you need to tell to the system, you need to tell to the system as an indicator. So always it should be an X, means one character base. ABAP. So I'm passing an X to the all these fields. Okay. ABAP. 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 Suppose if you want to update two fields, only put an ABAP true equal to two fields. Okay, what are the fields you pass with the data? This is the data from the file, and this is the indicator which you are going to pass it with. Pretty printer. So now we have the extension data VBAC structure. We have the extension data in the VBAC X structure. So now, so in this function model, we have two things. One is the extension in and extension INX. So next, declare the next step is second step, fourth step. Okay, fill the custom fields data into required structures. Okay, generic answer I am giving here, structures. The required structure here we have added into the VBAC. We need to fill the data into the BAPE VBAC structures, not BAPE required BAPE structures. I can say it's in a BAPE structures. ST structures. Next, map these BAPE structure data into BAPI extension parameters. We need to map this into the BAPI extension parameter. Now you can see one is the data is into the in and X data into the extension extension ex structure. So how do you declare? This is since it is in a tables parameters, it's an internal tables. So we need to declare an internal table and as well as the work area for this case. So declare internal table data. Always function model side by side you need to open SA37 and yeah, display. Go to the tables parameters and go to the extension in. So the reference is BAPI rex parax. Double click here and what structure you are filling it. My structure is BAP underscore VBAC. The value part one. In the value part one, you need to pass the value. So what's the value you are filling it? So that value part, this is my value part. This you need to pass it to the value part one field. So first let me declare the structures and internal table for these extensions first. Okay, first one is GT underscore extension in, which is a type table of extension in, which is a type table of this. And I need work area gs underscore extension gs underscore extension in, which is a type of say work area I have declared. And maybe I want the extension x and gt underscore extension ex, and which is a type one is internal table. I want type table of this, and there should be a different BAPI parax BAPI. Okay, so no problem. And gs underscore extension ex type of this. So I have declared the internal table and work areas, and here is important case. So first you need to fill gs underscore extension in. First in means it's in a database, and to the control space structure. Which structure you are filling it? First BAPE underscore with that. This is an actual data structure. Then the data is available in value part. The value part is important. Here the value you are going to fill as an gs underscore BAPE with that. This is the value which you are going to fill it, and append this into the append gs underscore extension in to the gt underscore extension. This is the in data extension in data, and map that extension in this gt extension in data. Same way you need to fill the extension ix. Simple controls control. It's the ix extension ex and extension ex, and here it's a VBAC x, BAPE VBAC x. This is, and here also you need to do a BAPE VBAC x. So extension ex to the here also ex. We need to fill that GT extension ex here. GT extension. That's it, guys. See, this is the uploading the custom fields into the sales order custom. Z discount is not there. Maybe this is not extended. I think go to that structure, VBAC X. So go to the Z discount is not there. Huh? So here I think discount is not there. Double click, change, and Z. What is the field discount? ZZ discount. ZZ DIS discount types. Do you need data element? Huh? You can go with the predefined type character. That's it. Activate. I have added that field which is not available. I have added it to the structure. Okay, now go back. Now go back. Now you can to the ZZ. Huh? Okay, it is not reflected. Come back. Okay, again go into the program and change, and now that will reflect over here. See this discount, which is an ABAP with syntax check, no syntax errors from different. Do that. Okay, let me put the breakpoint. Okay, this is my file data, guys. This is my file data, which is an M10. This is an M10, and maybe I will change the quantity here. One and two Naveen. So Naveen two. This is my Naveen one, Naveen two. This is second. Okay. So now I am going to upload that file into this report and export and F4 stop BAPI. So this is sales order upload program. Execute. It goes to the debugger, and now you can see GT underscore file. There are two records. See, there are two records, and uh, revenue channel I, payment channel net banking, and port 0102 Naveen 2 10 percentage, and the status codes are last, so that's not a problem. And do the debugging, we are filling the data, header data, and item data, and item, then we are converting the material customer to the input, and partner details, sales order partner details stored in the VVPA table, schedule line details, and these custom details we are filling it. So revenue channel, port ID, everything. So the data will be available in the GS underscore VBAC. See, the data is available in the BAP underscore VBAC. And then we back X. What are the fields we are updating? The custom fields that we are putting an X as an indicator. Then we are passing that data to the required extension, BAPI extensions. And go to the BAPI extension, you can see the structure and structural data. And also we back X data also we are sending it to the X structure. And to the F6, and it is going to create a sales order. So now it is updating, posting, because there are a lot of tables involved. So it is doing a posting operation. Are you doing any data insert by using direct database table update? No. And also, are you using BDC? No. BAPI. So automatically it controls the screen fields and screen flow base. That's the beauty of the BAPI. And it is going to create an order now. Any error? Yes, the data is created almost size of RC is 0. And here you can see the importing, the order number also you can see 20519. And also you need to see the always BAPI means return only you need to see, guys. So double click on GT return, and here you can see success warning success. Did you see any error message here? No. So if there is no error message means it's in a success record. So I will first read the type error record, BAPI error handling. So there is no error record. That means it's a success record. So if there is no error record, size of RC not equal to 0. And here you can see I'm going to perform. See, guys, this order is not yet created in the database. Suppose if you go to the VA03, that means I am trying to display this order. See, so SD document is not yet created in the updated in the database. But when I do the BAPI transaction commit, see F6, and now I go back to the and enter. Now you can see the order is updated in the system, and see the order is updated. So actually these fields are available in the sales order header data, I think. So maybe we'll go to the header. Somewhere we added in the screen field as well, I hope. So these fields are as part of additional data. Somewhere we updated here. CRM code details. I think yeah, new tab we have added. That's right. See guys, the custom fields data, internet revenue channel, payment channel, net banking, SFDC 01, 1000 and NAVI. These are the custom fields. These custom fields we have updated from the BAPI extensions case without BDC, without custom table update. So very important. So but here still we are in the display transaction, it should be in the display mode. So that we have to do in the enhancement section. So that we not have done this, but the data is updated in the database. So that's the custom fields updation by using BAPI extensions, and that's it. And second record, process the second record. The order should be 520. See, the orders are created and the records are updated in the database. And also I have given a log file, guys. See, I have given a output to the user, and here you can see the user see success and success messages also. So you can see the success and success messages as well. Success and the success messages. Okay. Sales order. What are the number which is created also, that also we have. See, 519, 520 successfully created in the database. And also if you see the second what about or else we can see in the database table level itself, SE16 and get table is way back, and I don't want all the fields, I want order. We know the order numbers, and also I want the custom fields. I am going to see the custom fields. Okay, revenue channel, sales rate, transportation, some data we are going to see this one. And the orders are 20519. Another one is 20520. This is my two orders, and execute. See guys, 0102 Navi and Navi 2. The custom data is updated by using BAPI extension. That's the BAPI extensions. We need to fill the custom fields data into the required BAPE structures, map these BAPE structures data into the BAPI extension parameters. Okay, that's it. 3 steps. Okay, so this is the BAPI extensions, and that's it from the BAPI point of view. You have seen the BAPI post, get, and as well as the BAPI extensions. Okay, so that's the BAPI extensions, and tomorrow we are going to start the uh, what is the disadvantage of RFC and BAPI and web services. And guys, here suppose let's take an example of I am using this BAPI from the external system. Okay, here I did what I did. I do not have external system. I have a data in the file. I have uploaded. but this data BAPI can be consumed from the different system directly. The different system can call, they can pass this data, they can submit it. But when there is an error, I would like to reprocess it. Okay, here I have a report. Here from the same system I can see what is the success, what is the error and all. But the same service, the same BAPI can be called from the different system. Okay, they triggered it, but there is an error. Okay, here I can say this is my error. This is my TA, but I can say something. JU. Okay, I put some junk record. So go back. It's good. And execute. You will get an error because the order type JU is not available. So it's my error record. I intentionally put an error record. So if you go and see the output, you can see the second record should be an error record. See, second record is an error record, right? So here is an end user from same system. I can change it. I can do the reprocess. But from external system, sometimes the system is down. Okay, so they trigger some orders. The system is down. They are going to get an error. But again, they would like to reprocess it. If they want to reprocess it, again they need to fill the data. They need to they have to wait until the system is up. Okay, so if that is the case, the BAPIs or the RFCs are not useful. That means the tracking mechanism, the errors, you cannot track it first from this side. And also I don't doesn't know if I open my system, so what are the data which is coming into the SAP system. If I want to do in a tracking mechanism, if I want to do in a monitoring mechanism, if I want to do in a reprocess mechanism, the RFCs and BAPIs are very difficult. So if you want to have, even if there is a system crash, you cannot reprocess the whatever the values which are coming into the system base. To provide all these, okay, the disadvantages of BAPI and RFC and web services. First, we'll talk about the disadvantages. One is we cannot track the data which is coming in. We can, but we need to do a lot of development. We need to create a custom tables for every request. The request comes, we will save the data and we'll update the post back. So everything, the lot of customization we need to do it. Is the standard mechanism doesn't help, and we cannot monitor the data, and we cannot reprocess, and also we cannot debug also, because it's a system will call. We doesn't know. We cannot put any breakpoints, and we cannot debug, and we cannot reprocess, and also if system hangs, if system hangs, if SAP hangs, so external system has to wait until the system up. So they have to wait until the system up, then only they are going to connect to the system. So to avoid all this, to get all above features, we use ALE and IDOCs. So that's the concept is. So ALE and IDOCs, that we will start from tomorrow. So what exactly the application linking and enabling, and what is IDOC, we'll see from the tomorrow's class days. Okay, so that's it from RFC and BAPI extensions and web services. And from tomorrow, very interesting IDOCs. Next, we have an HTTP services from the Postman. Then we use what else? We have OData, and then we'll go for the workflow base. Okay, from now very advanced concepts are coming up. And also from this week we need to have the classes in Sunday as well. No exceptions, no exclusions, nothing guys, because even from my office point of view also I have a lot of work. Okay, and also there is no work from home options in the 2020 gift for me. Okay, there is no work from home options. Okay, so I should utilize the Saturday Sundays. Okay, please you have to cooperate. So next concept, early adopts we need to complete as soon as possible, and also please come little early. Okay. Mm. So Saturday Sundays also I'm going to utilize it. Please plan for Saturday Sunday in the evening as well. Okay. So whatever the plan, food plans and everything, you have to manage. Okay. So that's it. This by this month end, I need to complete daily ADOCs and HTTP services in JSON format. Okay. Maybe OData, I may wait for some time. Then I will go for the workflow. OData I will wait for some time, because OData you need to have a new system. So will I will hold the OData. I will go to the workflow. Then I will come back to the OData. Okay, so this time you are going to see the even the other batch, the ABAP Parana batch has to wait until these people get the S4. Okay, so 10 plus 10, 30 days will complete. So this Saturday Sunday I am going to place more time. Okay, that's it for the day. So BAPI extensions, but the interfaces are very important. Okay, so BAPIs are very important. Every program we use the BAPIs, whether it is in a get or whether it is in a post. There are only maximum two operations we will be having. Whether you are going to fetch the data from database or you are going to post. The entire software will run based on two operations. One is post or get. Okay. So how can you post? How many ways we can post the data? How can you get? How many ways we can get the database? That's the important. Okay, so you need to understand what exactly get and what exactly the post. Okay, so we have seen the data updation ways. One is directly you can update the data by using DML operations: insert, update, modify and delete, but which is not in a good way. So we I don't suggest to go with the direct database table option. The second way is the BDC. With BDC also we can upload the data into the database. Even the BDC, the handling of the screens, the screen flow logic and everything is little complicated. And field mapping. Okay, there are a lot of code you need to write it. That is also not suggestible. Always try for a BAPI. If you are not able to try 100% for the BAPI, okay. If you are not able to get the BAPI, then you need to go for a BDC, not the direct database table update. Okay, BDC always any transaction you can do in a BDC. Okay, always you must use in a BAPI. Then second option is in a BDC. Then so even select also, suppose if you want to fetch sales order details, don't write all the select VBAP, VBPA, VBD. There is a get option. Pass the sales order number, you will get all the sales order details. Writing the select statements and all not required. Always you must try to use a BAPIs. So if that is not suitable, then write in a select statement. Okay, so that's why in S4 and also there are a lot of BAPIs which has SAP has given. Okay, that's it for the day on the BAPI. And so whatever the BAPIs I have mentioned, that is enough for you for the interview point of view. If you are able to remember these BAPIs, that's enough. Maybe sometimes they may ask what kind of BAPIs you have used. So you can list out, not exact. So BAPI PO create like this, you can tell BAPI PO change like this. We can tell BAPI PO get details. Get means get operations. And sales order easy. It's a sales order create from data. Sales order change also available. BAPI sales order change also available. If you want to change, you can use BAPI sales order change. Definitely there is a sales order change. So this also you can use it. Okay, and also we have business partner BAPIs, but I do not have a system. We'll see that maybe in HTTP services I will introduce that business partner related stuff as well. BAPIs for the business partner. I didn't explain in this. Maybe in the previous batch I have explained the Now I do not have a server. Taking the server in the HTTP services, and will be explaining BP related, bank related, credit card related stuff. I will introduce those BAPIs on that point. Thank you all. See you tomorrow. Bye bye.